Today we're going to begin our unit on transformations, and we're talking about transformations of geometric shapes. And I know you talked about this a little bit last year. I think you may have a little bit of prior knowledge on it. So I want you to write down, brainstorm, minute at the most, what do you remember about transformations of shapes? There is no right or wrong answer for this warm-up, but hopefully you could at least write down shapes, squares, triangles, rectangles, those sort of thing. Transformation, if you know what the word itself means, it means a change of some sort. And there are 4 transformations we're going to look at in this unit. We're going to look at translation, rotation, reflection, and dilation. And each one transforms the shape a little bit differently. And today we're going to be focusing mainly on translations. Focusing on translations. Translation means slide. So we're going to be sliding the shapes around today. So translation, try to remember slide. And I'm going to use those 2 words interchangeably so that hopefully you get used to hearing each one. Vocab, official definition of a transformation. Taking an original figure and mapping it or moving it somehow, transforming it to a new shape, a new image. And we call that an image. So the new shape we end up with is going to be known as an image. You'll also see us a lot of times refer to points as, I didn't want 2 of them, as A prime, B prime, and the little apostrophe in math means prime. And what that's telling us is that this is our new shape, our new image. So our image is going to have points with prime markers on them. Translation, we just talked about it, again, being a slide from one to the other. We're just going to talk about how we would describe a translation. What would the formula look like if we're looking at a translation? We're going to be translating on the coordinate grid. So because we're going to be working on the coordinate plane, we're going to have ordered pairs. And an ordered pair always has an X, and an ordered pair always has a Y. Remember that your X coordinate is your one that deals with movement left and right, and your Y coordinate deals with movement up or down. So as we read this statement, it says my original figure is moved 4 units to the left. We should know by now that movement to the left is negative, movement to the right is positive, movement up is positive, movement down is negative. So because I'm going to the left, it's going to be X minus 4. Because I'm going down 3 units, it's going to be Y minus 3. You can make it plus negative 4, you can make it plus negative 3. But officially it's X minus 4 and Y minus 3. And that's all we're doing here. We're just writing the formula. So I want you to go ahead and try this one on your own. Same sort of thing, we're just writing the formula. X goes left and right. Remember which one gets the positive value, which one gets the negative. Y goes up and down, same thing with your positive and negative. Now that you've had a chance to look at it, again, our ordered pair is going to start with X and Y. We're moving 6 units to the right. Right is a positive direction, so plus 6. 1 unit down, down being a negative direction, so minus 1. And there we have our formula. So here we're going to do the same thing again. We're still working with those formulas. But we're looking now at a graph. We have 2 figures. And here's my original one, the red one. And the blue one's going to be my image or my new figure. You need to figure out how I slid the red one onto the blue one. And we can only go up, down, left, or right. We can't move diagonal. So what you're pretty much going to do is you're going to pick any point on your starting figure, your original figure. I'm going to choose the bottom corner. Okay? Doesn't matter which one. And now I'm going to move the bottom corner from the original one to the bottom corner of the new one. I have to go from point to point, so bottom corner to bottom corner. So to get there, I'm going to need to come down 2. I'm writing -2 because I came down. And then I'm going to come across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I went to the right 5. So to write my formula, x is left and right, and I went right 5. Y is up and down, and I went down 2. So that's how you would describe the translation. How did you get from one to the other? Well, I translated my figure to the right 5 and down 2. Go ahead, try these two on your own. Again, we're just going for that formula. So for the first one, 7 units to the right, 3 units down. 2, 1 unit left, 8 units up, so plus 8. Now we're actually going to look at some translations. What would these new points be? So if you're given your new shape and you're being told how it's going to transform, what the translation or the slide's going to look like, could you get the new points? Okay, could you get the new points? I have 3 points. I have J, K, and L. And for each of them, I'm going to make a little column so I know what's going on. J, K, and L. And my final answers are going to be J prime, K prime, and L prime, because they're going to be the new points. So for J, I had -3, 4. -3, 4 was what I started with. I'm being told that it's translating by +2 and y minus 5. So that's going to be -3, that's my x value, +2, and that's going to be my y value, which is 4, minus 5. Well, -3 plus 2 is -1, and 4 minus 5 is also -1. So J prime is going to be at the point -1, 1, after the transformation. K and K prime, K starts at 1, 3. It's getting the same translation. So it's going up 2, it's going down, it's going right 2 and down 5. So that's going to give me the new point for K prime at 3, -2. And for L and L prime, we started at -4, 1. We are going right 2, and we are going down 5. So that's going to give me -2, -4. That's my final answer for that one. This is the amount of work I want to see. And we need to make sure that we're writing our points correctly. Is J prime, K prime, L prime. That is important. Looking at another one, this time we have A prime, B prime, and C prime. We're being told we're going left 3 and up 4. So with A and A prime, we're starting at -2, -2. We're going to go -2 minus 3, because we went down 3, and -2 plus 4. So A prime is going to end up being -5, 2. B and B prime, we started at 3, 0 for B. we're going to translate or slide over 3 and up 4. That's going to give me 0, 4 then for B prime. For C, we have 4, negative 3. I'm going to translate, so 4 minus 3, and negative 3 plus 4. C prime is going to be 1, 1. I'd like you to go ahead and try these two on your own, and then we'll come back and we'll go over the answers to them. So for the first one, we're translating or sliding to the right 4 and down 2. And I'm going to have A prime, B prime, C prime, and D prime. You had 4 of them this time. A prime, when I translate 4 and negative 2. B prime is going to become 6, negative 2. C prime is 7, 2. And D prime is 4, 2. For the second one, we have W, X, Y, and Z prime. This time we're translating to the left 2 and up 5. So W prime should be negative 5, 7. X prime should be 0, 7. Y is 0, 2. And Z prime is negative 5, 2. Positive 2. So that's translations. If you have any questions on them, if you're not sure about something, please make sure you come in and see me. Your homework this evening would be a worksheet on translations. It's on my website if you click on the calendar link, and then the date that this was taught in class. So if you're doing it as makeup work or additional work. If you go back to the date it was taught in class, you should be able to access the worksheet from there.